we're not stupid, man. When women are in a provider situation with a man, they become insufferable. You guys become bitchy, annoying. You have you have a real level of discontent with the individual. You're always nagging him. You're annoying as hell. You might not know this, but that's what happens when women get in their masculine and they're providing for the guy.
I can see that.
So you were accusing him of liking pictures or whatever. He probably got fed up with you, got annoyed, and then he threw that comment.
Yeah.
Which I'm not saying that was appropriate beginning. Because
one little point. That
anytime a woman's in a breadwinner position providing for a guy and he doesn't work and she's paying all the bills, she's going to become crabby and annoying and resentful. It is what it is. Women are not meant to provide for men.
As a man being in that position, he's going to act out in different ways.
Yeah, he's going to be feminine and just do that dumb shit that he did. Like, oh, that's why you don't talk to your dad. Some dumb shit like that. Because she's being annoying, you know. But which rightfully so, she's paying all the bills. So,
and
anyway.
like, he's not being faithful. Like, I think that's a rightful...
Because he doesn't feel... For example, in that position, he can't be a man for himself.
He's being vulnerable.
So he's going to act out in ways to punish you because he doesn't take responsibility for his actions.
That's what we're trying to say. Like,
no, and anytime he opened up to me about anything, I was totally okay with vulnerability. I think
where you guys are saying, oh, no, open up to me or whatever, but I don't think a man should ever open up to a woman because women are terrible people when they have leverage and when they think that they can have one up on you. And I think a man's job, right, as a masculine individual is to control your emotions because they might come out in a raw form that a woman's not prepared to deal with. And I think masculine problems are to be dealt with masculine figures, which is you, your guy friends, etc. I don't think men should ever defer to women when they're in a situation like that because women are not security providers. You even said it yourself, well, I'll help women stuff, but that's for a period of time. And that's because women are not naturally providers. They don't want to go sit there and provide for a man long term. And if they do, they end up in a really fucked up relationship like she did. So my thing is I look at it as if I'm supposed to be the leader, I'm supposed to be the dominant one, I'm the one that's responsible for protecting and providing for you, it's my job to make sure that you're secure. And a big part of you being secure is me being secure in myself to handle shit and not bringing problems to your front door and having you deal with my masculine problems. It puts you in a very uncomfortable situation, especially if we have kids or we have a family or whatever. I'm responsible for that. So if I'm sitting here bringing my problems to you when it's not, quite frankly, your problem, it could cause issues. And I think a big problem why so many relationships fail is because men aren't providers, they're not protectors, and they think that it's okay to open up to their women. But this is some new age faggotry that makes men soft. And I don't think men are men because they think it's okay to open up to women. I don't think it's okay to open up to women because women are emotional. And since you guys are emotional, you might not be able to deal with our problems the same way that we deal with ours. And I think on a man, it's your job to not be emotional in front of your girl at least and control your emotions.
Wow.
Ladies, do you know what place has
just emotions?
I think
because I view vulnerability like opening up to someone, not necessarily crying or getting angry.
Emotional intelligence is not the same thing as like emotion.
But you guys don't get it that like when you're opening up and you're vulnerable, like emotions are raw. They can't be. A lot of the times they might show the rear its ugly head in a way where they might not be able to control it. That's what I'm saying. Like it's better to just control them and deal with them as a man, or if you are going to open up to other men that will understand your struggles. Like
I do agree
women
with that.
don't understand the masculine experience, and the reason why you guys don't understand the masculine experience is because you guys are women, and that's fine. But men have a way harder life than women do, especially in 2024 than women do. So you guys are not going to understand the pressures that we go through and the problems that we have to deal with. So I don't think it really benefits me to tell you my problems because all it's going to do is make you lose a surety in me. It's going to make you lose confidence in me. It's going to make you stressed out because now, I don't know what I'm going to do. What the fuck? I'm responsible for this family and I'm telling you I don't know what I'm going to do.
Right.
Women are hardwired to be attracted to men that have their shit together and are leaders and are dominant. There's a reason why like women look for men that are taller, stronger, make more money, confident, ambitious. These are all security features. Right? Women look for security value, men look for attraction value, right? We want replication value, you guys want survival value. So if I display traits that show that I'm not capable of allowing us to survive, being unsure, not being able to provide, being weak, being feeble, not being able to be decisive in my decision making, etc. These are all turnoffs to most women. Now, and I know some of you guys are sitting here saying, well, no, I won't get turned off. I'll have more attraction for you. That's a bunch of fucking bullshit. And what I've realized is this. Women are never really honest about what they're attracted to because the things that women are attracted to are kind of fucked up. You want a guy that's better than you in every degree. And for you to sit there as a female and say, well, I want a guy that makes more money than me, is stronger than me, is able to make better decisions than I am, is better than me in every way. that kind of makes you look like shit as a female to be honest about what you're really attracted and aroused by. So women have to say dumb shit like, open up to me, I love vulnerability. What? Right? Like she said earlier. Because it's politically correct to sit there and say, men are emotional too and they should be able to open up. But the reality is women are not attracted to these things. They might say that they're attracted to them, but once it rears its ugly head, you're like, ew, what the fuck? Like,
what the fuck,
you know, because women will sit there and say, I like a dad bod until you fucking get a guy with a dad bod and then you cheat on him. Right? Or they'll sit there and say, I'll support you even though you're broke. And then they'll do it for a few months. And they're like, man, fuck this shit. This is annoying. Yep. Like, women will sit there and say they like certain things, but then once they see these things come in their man, it's a fucking problem.
Can I say
it's
something?
A weakness.
Whether it is what I like or not, it's really hard to meet a man that has spent his whole life holding in his emotions because of all of those things. I'm not saying it's right or wrong what I want, yes, but it's really, really hard to meet another human being that they say because I was a man, I was not able to show. And then, so that's why I think when it comes to the wife, maybe that is where you open up to, because it's like, okay, now we're locked in.
Hell no.
But
hell fucking no.
No, but see, I'm so sorry. My mom was not toxic, so my mom didn't throw anything that my father, even things that she should have thrown in his face.
Hold on. With the divorce rates as high as they are and the way women are nowadays, it is definitely not a good idea to open up to your wife. I think men should open up to other men, to their buddies, not to girls, not to women at all. Yep. Because women are not, again, like I said before, they're not equipped. Tell you if you can't, if you can't help me. That's what I'm trying to explain to you is that when women have problems and they talk to each other, they just want to be heard. When men have problems a lot of times and we talk to each other, we're trying to find a fucking solution.
I believe that.
So since we are different in how we vent our problems, where men are looking for solutions, women are just looking to be heard, it doesn't benefit me to go to a person, my female, who won't be able to help me a lot of times. I'd be better off going to my guys who would be able to probably give me some practical advice, understand, sympathize, and then I keep my masculinity intact while my woman, show her that I'm a strong leader. She don't need to see me behind the scenes crying and sobbing and not knowing what the fuck I'm going to do. I could do that. I could reserve that for my guy friends because she doesn't have to deal with my fucking problems. She won't be able to help me with my problems anyway.
But it's different when you're a woman and you've experienced a hurt man like that. That's tough. It's easier to say that as a woman, as a man, because I agree you.
They're venting to their friends. They don't need to vent to you.
But why would I want to go through my man to go through 6 months of hell and I don't know nothing about it because he wants to be a strong man?
Yeah, they're not just gonna act
personally, that's not it for me.
Well, personally, you're so single, so yeah, I mean, keep it like that, man.
No, by choice though. No, but you're also single and you're not married either.
Hey, I'm happy. You know,
I'm happy too. I'm very happy, and I have choices and my pick of the litter. So that has nothing to do. This society, this society is not the same as when my parents were married.
Stop for 2 seconds. You mentioned a man going through 6 months of hell, etc. A man's experience, men must suffer. Women don't. Men are built on trauma.
Who said women don't suffer? We have our periods. We give birth. That's suffering.
Okay, bro. I'm talking about real suffering. I'm talking about suffering as in where it's not a choice. You have to go out there and get it. Like men,
he's not wrong, guys.
Men must suffer. Men must endure to become a man. There's a rite of passage for becoming a man, right?
It's true.
Women value experience, men value inexperience. So we don't want a girl that's all traumatized and fucked up, right? Because she ends up being a whore a lot of the times. Women, on the other hand, want a man that's been through some trauma and been able to overcome it and get on the other side better. So you're saying, oh, well, I want my man to know if he's been going through hell for 6 months. What you don't realize is he probably went through hell to be in a position to even be attracted to you in the fucking first place.
Yeah,
so my thing is, hold on. The male experience and the female experience is completely different, and women have zero idea of the male experience. And I'm telling you,
that's not true. I know so many women who go through so many things right now. But you know why? Because men are not providing. They're not doing the things to make women not have to suffer anymore, and nor do they want to.
Okay, they made a choice.
So now women are working for, and as women, we fought for freedom. We fought to vote. So now we have to.
That a man suffers. Wait, but that still proves the point that a man suffers more.
Do you not understand that what I'm trying to explain to you is that we don't give a fuck about a woman suffering? Like, a woman suffering doesn't make her more attractive, but a man suffering does, because you're able to overcome it and adapt. Women want men that are resourceful and able to deal with obstacles.
I think to each his own, because I don't agree with anything you're saying.
I think it's on the
and that's to each his own.
Okay, hold on. Why do men value virgins?
Maybe
since the beginning of time, in every different culture, in every single culture, every demographic of religion, why do men value women that are chaste and virgins?
I think because they haven't been touched by another man.
Okay. So lack of experience, right? Okay. That's what men value.
Less trauma.
Less trauma. That's what we value. So if a woman is going through suffering and trauma and all this other shit, Like, we don't like that. We don't want a girl like that.
Well, then that's true. That's you might as well get a plastic doll because your mama has been through years of suffering, whether you know about it or not.
Fuck our moms, all right?
It doesn't matter, but it's a woman. Your mom is a woman, so women go through a lot of traumas.
Listen,
I think that we shouldn't be speaking. I think men should be men and go through what they go through, and women should be women. I don't think one is less or better than the other or more. Now, back in the days,
You're missing the point here. You're missing the biggest point that I'm making here, which is trauma and resilient men are attractive. Men that are able to overcome. We don't give a shit about a woman's trauma because it doesn't make us more attracted to a girl that's been through a bunch of shit. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. So, as the man, right, if my girl comes to me and says, I got fired from my job, oh my God, fuck. I'm like, it's okay, don't worry about it. I got us. It don't fucking matter. Like, men don't give a shit about a woman's vulnerability. We don't care if you cry or you're emotional or you're erratic, whatever. We understand that's a female. But as a man, if I come to you crying, I got fired from my job, I don't know what I'm going to do. That's a problem. Well, we're not the same. There's a reason why you even admit it yourself. I'm not going to support a man. Yeah, you're damn right you're not. But a man will support you.
But you know why?
Even your own relationships. Every guy that you've been with on paper is superior to you.
That's true.
The Olympic athlete, the musician, etc. They're all way better than you. But why did they pick you? Because they don't give a fuck about your trauma.
No, but that's not true though.
Stop. The point I'm trying to make is even the men that you align yourself with are superior to you in every single way. And you picked them, and that's fine.
Oh, actually, they picked me, so no.
Bruh. Look,
I picked my man and he's superior.
He fucked you. That's a difference, man.
Yeah, no, he sought me out and I said, okay, so yes, knowing what situation I was in.
So you made a choice.
Hey, listen.
All I'm trying to explain to you is.
And half the time I didn't know what he was superior or not or what he did,
All
I'm
trying to explain to you is.
You knew, man.
All the men that you were with
man.
overcame and went through trauma to become the men that they were. One was an Olympic athlete, another one was a multimillionaire musician, etc., real estate investor. But they didn't give a shit about what you bring to the table, did they?
Yeah.
They probably don't. Matter of fact, one of them funded you to get to a position where you can rise up as well.
No, he didn't.
You said
that I wasn't able to use. So who was he funding?
Because
his
you didn't
ego
want to
or
use
me?
it.
No,
That
that's not
happens,
true though,
They
because
picked
you
the
don't
wrong
know
guy.
who someone is.
Yeah, but that's
You don't
life.
know who
Life
someone
You
is
shouldn't
gonna
be having
be.
a child with them or
Again.
laying up with them
But
if you
that's
feel
life.
that way.
Life happens though. You have to be.
Yeah, but that's not realistic in
because women make
2024.
choices.
We can say all
women
of
don't
that.
take accountability, bro. You chose to
Thank
lay
you.
up with that man, and he wasn't shit, and now you're stuck with a kid, and
Hey,
you're
ain't
single,
shit,
bro.
And it sucks.
Like,
You know how many men
No,
get
but
with
I'm saying it's shit.
all the men in this room. You're in a successful relationship. You
Okay.
guys are equal. She gets pregnant and you get scared. You're gonna tell me that that man in that situation getting scared, a little nervous, doesn't mean that he's not gonna provide. But that little bit of uncomfortability doesn't make a woman uncomfortable. So if I choose to leave you or to still be with you because you're scared, because you don't know
Scared of
what
what,
the
though?
future, you don't know. That's why I said that
I do
we
know.
put everything as men and women, but human beings is when you're faced an animal, when you're faced with something that you're uncertain of, you don't know
We're not
what's
just
going
humans.
on.
We're not the same. You keep saying human beings, like
I'm
when it
confused.
comes down to like the whole we
But a
bleed
human
and we have.
being is a
Hold on, let me
human
make a point real quick.
being.
Hold on. No, but you are trying to make us fused. It becomes one when you have a marriage. Let me finish, babe. Let me finish. Everybody lets you talk. Let me talk.
All right, hey, she ain't lying.
Listen, I'm just being real. At the end of the day, you become one when you are married and you have your partner. That's what makes you whole. But aside from that, we are not the fucking same. We're not. We literally, women, when they have sex, we release like a certain chemical that makes us fall in love. Men aren't like that, bro. He has to love you before he fucks
So
you.
what I'm saying is that every
It's just
person
what it
is
is.
entitled to their person.
No, it's just the truth. There's a fact
God
and there's-
made anger. He made sadness. He made happiness. That is for every
made
person. It
hoes.
doesn't matter whether you're a human being or whether you're a man or a woman. Every human being.
What point are you
both
arguing right now?
feels-
Hold on. What point are you arguing
That
right
is
now?
because she said no, because she said that I said we're the same. What I'm saying is not that we're the same. I said every human has a right to be a human.
Agreed.
That's it. I
But
didn't
we're
say that
different,
men.
though.
Of course, men and women are
But
different.
hold
One
on.
has a penis, one has a vagina, one inserts, one takes.
It's not just about
definitely
that,
believe
though.
that.
Deeper than
Context,
that.
the relationship is tied together regardless.
Yeah, but can I say something though? I think we put all these boxes. If someone hurts my feelings, that don't give me the right to go and shoot up a school. Like that's the different. Like that's not.
We're not saying it's okay. We're just saying it can lead to that. from
Yes,
being
but then that
vulnerable.
means, you know
So-
what
But
that
that's
means?
very
That there's a
different.
bigger issue than being vulnerable. That issue is not vulnerability. That is psychotic. That's
Yeah.
emotionally intelligence. That's
But
support.
you cannot predict what's going to happen when
Of
someone's
course,
vulnerable.
but that's why when people do things wrong like that, they go to jail. Do you think that the jail cares about emotions or
And what do they
vulnerability?
say?
No, they say that you have the
Emotional
right to
men
make the
are in
decision.
jail. Thank you for
Let's-
No,
let's,
I didn't say that. I agree with
let's
that.
stick
I
to
do
the
agree
topic
with
at
that.
hand. All I'm simply saying is that men shouldn't open up to their girl because the reason why I mentioned open up is because men are supposed to be the leaders, and as a leader, it is your job where you are responsible for yourself and your woman in providing security. If I can't create that aura of security, then the woman is not going to feel secure, and she's probably going to want to leave the relationship, because women are hardwired to look for security in men.
I agree with that. But I believe
regret what I said before. I agree with you guys.
We're just saying.
I believe if that was the way to work, then we would have a lot more healthy relationships, and we don't.
What was that you said?
I said I don't disagree with you, but if I think that was the golden ticket, I think there would be a lot more healthy relationships. And to be honest, it's not, because every person is different.
No, I'm saying the reason why relationships are fucked up is because men act more like women and open up to women.
No, I do believe that right now.